Hello and welcome to my channel on human design. Today, I just want to acknowledge you for watching this video on human design, for exploring human design. I want to say well done. I mean, really well done. You've come to a knowledge that is going to tell you about yourself. You know, if we don't know who we are, and we don't know what our life can be, we don't know our limitations, we get lost in the mind trips of everything that's coming to us. It's very easy to get lost. For 20 years, I ran a Mind, Body, Spirit magazine, and I looked at all kinds of paths and all kinds of places and all kinds of ways and all kinds of spirituality. I explored many, many, many things. But it wasn't until I stumbled upon human design. It was not my intention to really go into it as a system. I was curious. I was curious. And when I met Ra-Uru-Hu that first time, everything settled in me. It was like, at last, I'm listening to someone who I want to listen to, because everything that comes out of his mouth when he's teaching is true. To be in front of something that's verifiably true was amazing to me. I mean, I was picking up bits of truth here and bits of truth there in all the different systems, in all the different paths that I'd been looking into, and getting a lot of satisfaction out of that exploration. But I was still looking, you know, just as you've been looking to try to find something that's really truthful. And when I found human design, not only was it truthful coming out of Ra's mouth, but also there was this puzzle. It was like there were all these little components. When we came to the circuits, it was like, oh my God, there's another level, and there's another level, and there's another level. Human design is a synthesis of many different sides, many different sources of information, but also many different levels. It's all encrypted, and you go on that journey of discovery. You find one thing after another, and it's about you. This is why it's growing so fast. People are going, oh my God, I didn't know that was in me. And it is. Now I recognize it. Now I see it. Now I can live it. You know, it gives you a way of being able to live who you actually are, and also to know what you're not, to know where the mind is going to take you, to know what the dilemmas are going to be in the open centers. You know, you're trying to emulate yourself on someone else. They may have a different profile, and certainly they're going to have a different design. You begin to drop all that. So human design is very much about dropping what you're not. It falls away anyway if you operate on your strategy and authority. It just takes time. But the falseness, the things that are untrue in your life, they begin to drop away, because if you're a generator, your response isn't going to keep taking you back there. Your mind might. But if you're following your strategy and authority, it will not take you to a place where you're going to meet a lot of resistance. You become much more sensitive to where there is resistance for you, and you back away. You follow the response. The projectors will follow the invitations that open before them. And if there aren't enough invitations where they are, well, then they've got to move somewhere where there is an invitation and take it from there. So human design is a really practical knowledge. And that's why I say well done, because it's not just theoretical. It's not just, I'm going to believe this. It's not a belief system. It's something you can actually work within yourself. It's something that leads to greater self-illumination over time. You begin to live a life that is within the parameters of what you are. Think about that. We are a design. We're here to live that design. but you got to know what it is. So when we say that human design is like the manual you should have been given when you were born, it's true. But you found your way here. You've got there. Yes, you're exploring the knowledge. You're seeing the verifiability in your own lives. You're finding your own lives are working. You're understanding those around you so much better without blaming and complaining. They are the way they are. You are the way you are. It's really about just living it. But without human design, yeah, I was going all over the place. In fact, I'd been in that world for 30 years. And I had got very good at enjoying the diversity, but there was no center because I didn't know who I was. I knew what I'd done, I knew the direction I'd been in, but it wasn't what really lit my fire. So if human design is really lighting your fire, if you're really beginning to understand yourself and finding that the understanding remains valid no matter what happens in your life, you're really getting there. You're really getting there. So yes, it does take time. The deconditioning does have to fall away. You can't just tear it down. As there are often said, knowledge is not power. It's about the living of it. It's about the living of who you are will lead to the life that will suit you. And having found human design, and a lot of you would have found human design at a younger age than I, well done. Well done. You have a huge advantage now. Use it well. Follow your strategy and authority. You've also found that the truth heals when you hear it. One of the things that is common among everyone who finds human design is there is more of a relaxedness. It's almost like tensions that have been held that you didn't even know you were holding begin to just drop because you're hearing the truth. You get this sense that it's really all right to be you. It's really all right to be you. It's amazing to be you. The truth will heal. So listening to Ra, listening to human design people that know what they're talking about, reading the books, exploring, it's helpful. It's tremendously helpful. And you don't really get to know exactly how helpful it is until you've been in it for a few years, and then you can look back and see the transformation that's happened in the life. You know, one day follows another. But if your feet are on the right ground, if you're on solid ground, then whatever comes, it's going to be beneficial in terms of your process and in terms of you getting to a place where life can be lived at a more calmer way, in a more relaxed way. Ra had a lot of first lines. He was there to give us a solid foundation and explain what that foundation is for us to be able to discover for ourselves how it works in us through our own experience. It's an amazing system. And to have resonated with it, you're part of it. I mean, you're going to be part of spreading human design. You probably already are. I mean, what else are you going to do when you find the truth but want to bring it to other people? I see it as part of the awakening process that is happening in humanity at the moment. It is the system that can really bring people to themselves without judgment, without saying you should do this or that, apart from follow your strategy and authority, of course. But it's your strategy and authority. It's you making the decisions in your life because you are a particular design and you can live it. If you want to know more about yourself, there's a link in the descriptions below for a free report, and that'll give you a starting place. All right, so well done. That's really what I wanted to say. You know, I'm a self-empowering being. I have a lot of integration in the integration channel. So I can pat myself on the back and go, Well done, Richard. You got through that one. But a lot of you can't. So I want to do that for you and say, well done. You found human design. You know, a huge advantage is now on your side. You've taken a huge step to get here. Go deeper into it. It will not disappoint you. It opens up the whole life. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please like and share and do subscribe. And I will see you again very soon with something completely different. Bye for now.